Welcome to Hollywood Central on Poly Central. It's your boy, Sam. And we got a special guest in the house, Mr. Siua Ikale'o. How you doing, my man?
I'm doing good.
Yeah? Blessed day. Man, we got blessed to have your presence in this place. Like, we're so happy and excited, I'm just gonna start there. You know, you got your name is Siua Ikale'o. It's so awesome because you're dabbling in the Polynesian, the premiere of Chief of War, right?
Right.
That's what you're working on with Jason Momoa and actors like Tim Morrison. Are you excited, man?
I got all kinds of feelings going. I tell you what, I'm excited for the world to see the hard work that we put in.
Right.
Personally, like more on the shy side of things, and I'm nervous to be out in the public, but that's what we gotta do to promote our Polynesian stories.
Right, and then you're Tongan descent, right?
Yeah.
So it's like it's amazing to see you. You're from EPA,
Right.
Tongan descent, and now you're in Hollywood. You're with the big stars, big names, and you're in this Hawaiian film, Chief of War. And you don't just get an extra role. You're one of the main roles.
That's correct.
I'm like, yo, my dog's acting, walks into Hollywood, and he's all like, Jason, I'm going to be your little brother. Who do you play in this series?
I play Nahiʻoleʻa. Short is Nahi. That's how I play Nahi on this Chief of War. And Nahiʻoleʻa is Jason Momoa's character, Kaʻiana's little brother.
And the story is based on Kaʻiana and Kamehameha uniting the kingdom of Hawaii together, right? The groups of islands.
Yeah, and historically, Kaʻiana and Kamehameha, they become allies in their pursuit to, at the beginning of like uniting Hawaii. So this is the story of kind of where the birth of these, the idea of uniting Hawaii. So that's what we're telling you with Chief of War.
And then Kaina Makua, he's playing Kamehameha.
Oh man,
isn't that the best Kamehameha?
Yeah. What a beautiful guy, man. Kaina Makua. Yeah, love that guy. And he's perfect. He's like when we talk about Kaina Makua, and then if we talk about the casting of Kamehameha, can't find anyone more Hawaiian than Kaina Makua, you know what I mean?
Straight about the ʻāina, right?
Oh, bro.
Yeah. So, like, how much poke did you eat when you was out there, bro?
Shana. Not enough,
What's your go-to when you get to Hawaii? What's your go-to spot?
Shoot. I can't figure the name, but there was this one spot they served. I never had these kind of pancakes before, but it was like, I forget what it's called.
Is it the macadamia?
Coconut. They had this coconut pancake. It was just bomb. Dang, I haven't been there in a minute. I can't name it though.
Don't worry. When we go over there, you gotta show me around. But man, the 808 stand up, because this is gonna be a series on Apple TV that's gonna change the story that you have ever seen, produced by Islander, right?
Right.
And it's from a perspective of the people of the ʻāina, the land. That's what the ʻāina is, right? Did you learn a lot of Hawaiian out there?
We had to learn. So like you said, I'm Tongan, from East Palo Alto. I also grew up in Tonga, so I'm fluent in Tongan.
Right.
And when we got there, I got to Hawaii, we had to learn how to speak Hawaiian. To my ignorance or arrogance or whichever, I was thinking, because I'm fluent in Tongan, it'll be easy to pick up this other Polynesian language. But Hawaiian is, the Olelo Hawaii is such a musical, beautiful language to speak. It has its own rhythms and those cadence, and we have our, couple of different, vocabularies. But anyway, we got to learn a lot of learning and learning how to mimic the Olelo Hawaii. And
You eat a lot of poi?
that was the other thing. I never had poi before until I had the chief before. Man,
Are you the chief of poi now?
man, everybody knows they find me at craft services all the time. I'll be yeah.
I mean, you know, to learn Hawaiian from learning that you're fluent in Tongan and you're from EPA, you know, it's a little difficult, right?
Yeah, one story was
Like, hey, brother, rogue.
so we had to train, we had to drill and learn, you know, our lines as we're learning how to mimic the Hawaiian and all, and we didn't take this lightly, because not only we're doing this show for the first time in like a worldwide audience, we're also representing the Kanaka Maoli.
Come on.
You know what I mean? So there was none of any training that we did. We took it lightly. We wanted to do the best of our ability to. When we're coming off a screen, you ain't seeing nothing else but a Kanaka Maoli and Polynesian.
I mean, with Kaʻiana and Jason, you gotta take it serious, right?
Oh yeah,
If you're doing anything for Kanaka, you got those two out there.
yeah. This one story while I was learning how to speak, the Keave Goodhue was our language advisor.
Oh wow!
And I was doing a language session with him, and he's hammering and getting me to a point where I'm almost getting it. And he steps away, and I get a phone call from my aunt, and I'm talking to her in Tongan for like 2 minutes. Keave comes back in, and we're going through our language thing again, and he just looks at me. He's like, 3 hours down the drain. He's like, that's it. You're not speaking Tongan anymore.
That's true though, right? Like, you know, because I'm always, sometimes I think in Tongan.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's like, for a lot of times, because I talk Tongan, I'm fluent in Tongan. When I talk to somebody in English, sometimes I'm still thinking in Tongan.
Right.
And the words come out like all, you know, look like poi.
Yeah. So I had to learn, you know, and we took it seriously. And
But you also did a lot of stunt, right? Like action.
we did stunt training for, you know, all the fight scenes that we're about to do. But not only that, we were learning, you know, the Hawaiian martial art. It's called lua.
Oh.
Yeah. Not only we had to learn how to do stunt fighting for TV show and cameras and all of that, we're also kind of getting an introduction into the Hawaiian martial art lua, which will be displayed on the show.
Is that like a lot of combat fighting hand to hand?
Not a lot of close combat stuff, yeah.
Yeah. I could imagine. But a bunch of warriors like that. And then you also got Jake the Muss. He's one of the chiefs. He's the Maui chief.
Temuera Morrison.
See?
Temuera Morrison. We also got Cliff on there.
Oh, Cliff on there too.
Cliff's on there. We have Tekohe Tuhaka, who's on Deadlands.
Okay.
Tekohe Tuhaka. So
He's mean, bro, that guy.
yeah, well, they're all legends. So Tekohe Tuhaka, Jason Momoa, and I, we played brothers on the show. Yeah. But got all those legends from Aotearoa. Everybody killed them on the show.
Wow, man, Aotearoa brings they bring that energy, that mana. That mana is real, and then you bring it you bring in the EPA energy. You know what I mean, Ro? Shout out to you, man. You're making big waves from EPA, and then if you think EPA is small, then you just like Tonga.
Right.
That's even smaller, dog. And you're making waves for our people. I was just telling you before this, I was like, man, you like the Vita Vea of acting.
Oh, man.
You know what I mean? And that's big kudos to you, because you're not the only one from the town that's doing this. Shout out to George,
Yeah.
He out there doing his thing. And then you're talking about the brothers like John Tui and them.
Yeah.
And those guys, you've run into those guys, right?
Yeah.
What's it like? It's like you guys, there's this whole new generation of we're not doing football or rugby.
Oh, right.
We are actors.
Yeah. What's it like? I'm very, respectable when I approach somebody, and call it ma or whatever.
Right.
I ain't gonna be all in your face and be like, "Hey, John Tui,
Yeah.
like look at me," And plus, they are somebody these guys I looked up to them.
Right.
Because they've been in the business that I always dreamed that I would, may or may not be a part of. When I got to meet them, they're welcoming and generous with their time. So
the other Toko from Red, White, and Brass,
JP.
I mean, you guys kind of on the same vibe length, right? Like as far as like, you guys are the new wave of Tonga, because I feel like those guys, John Tui, been doing it for a while, right? Like he's been, and you guys are kind of like the new generation.
Right. I think JP's a triple threat. He's one of those guys.
Yeah, he could dance, he could do it all.
Dance, he could sing.
Yeah,
he's into fashion. He's killing it in acting.
You ain't lying.
You know what I mean?
I think that's amazing because you guys are bringing the new flavor. It's not just the Tongan flavor, but you're bringing you guys new flavor to it, where it's like the door has been open for polys, but for us Tongans, that's huge, right?
Yeah, I guess new for people who are now being exposed to this, but we've always just been us,
Yeah.
But now people are starting to find out about us, and so I mean, new wave for people who are now getting to see Tongans and Samoans and
Right.
Hawaiians out doing the thing,
You got a new show coming out on Netflix?
So I just picture wrapped my part for this series that's going to be on Netflix a few days ago. But they're currently, they're still filming now, and then they'll wrap it up at the end of the month.
Man, you on Netflix. You're about to be on Apple TV. You already on like NCIS. Like, are you gonna do? Are you gonna go to Miss Hey Lala next?
Hey, nah, too old for that.
Javier 676, we see you, boy. Shout out to the dot, everybody out there. Yeah, man. I mean, well, who would you wanna? You work with Jason? You're working with a lot of big names. Who's somebody in the industry that you look that maybe you would like a dream job? Would it be The Rock? Who's you?
Yeah, of course. Rock is killing it in the game.
Yeah.
Jason, and when I say something about working with Jason, we had dinner one time at the end of filming, and he asked us to talk about our journey and getting into acting. So I was going through my whole life story, and then
that's the Tongan in you.
It's my whole life story, and Jason and them were all falling asleep. I was And then we get to the part where I decided I'm going to take the risk and pursue this professionally, which I got a manager in 2022, January. And the first thing I did as soon as I contracted with this manager is I made a list of things I would like to try out for. And the first thing I had on there was C. C is an Apple TV show that Jason was a part of. Because I love the show. It was really cool, interesting. And I was like, man, I would like to be something like that. And fast forward, that's January 2022 where I made that list. June 2022, after going through all the audition process, I got the call that I booked the role. And I'm going to be in the show with Jason Momoa. But not only that, all the producers from C, producers on...
Oh, what?
the producers on Chief of War. And I'm like, oh, man, I heard about manifesting.
Yeah, you wrote it down, right?
I wrote it down. So I got to start writing more stuff down to work with.
You know, I got to stop writing my bills down, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nah,
you and me. Yeah.
No, I mean, it's so cool because at the end of the day, I think there's a lot of Tongan kids They could be from EPA or from Bay Area or Tonga or California or not, whatever. But they could see themselves in you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That they see, oh, look, we're not just security and football players and rugby stars. We could pursue something that's already in us because I always say if you grew up in church, you're naturally a performer,
Right.
right? Because you got to perform in front of the church. So if you're built, that stuff's already built in. I was like, if you didn't go to school, not that I'm saying don't go to school for school, but hey, you're halfway there, you know? You just got to get the fear of man out of you because sometimes I feel like what holds us back is, I think you were saying something like the imposter syndrome sometimes.
Yeah.
And I share this a lot because I always say sometimes what hurts our people is the fake humility, the fake humble.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we were brought up in a way like, hey, if you go to somebody's house and they offer you food, say you're not hungry.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? And we start to not feel like we deserve stuff.
Yeah.
And when we are that type, we don't say, yeah, that's mine, which I feel like in this culture, if you don't put your name, if you don't manifest it, if you don't write down that that's my name belongs on that door or that chair, all your energy can go towards it.
Yeah.
You know, we were talking about positive self-talk and negative self-talk, but that was a moment you had that you took a risk because at the end of the day, you were around people that told you should take a risk, and then you made the ultimate decision to say, what am I missing out?
Right.
I could be normal any day.
Yeah.
Here's my chance to be not normal.
Yeah. And don't be scared of no, you know? It's like the worst thing that can happen is like, okay, it doesn't happen. What happens after that? It's not the end of the world.
It's like, oh, I didn't die, right?
Nah.
They said no. Oh, man.
So on to the next lesson, you know what I mean? But yeah, this speaking of like going to, you know, being in church and all that, East Palo Alto, there was this is young church. I forget the name of this church, but they reached out to us in our youth and young adult program, and we went over there and helped them out with a performance. And this little young church with the young kids there, most of the time they was like, oh, I can't move that way. I can't do this way. That's uncomfortable. And I remember telling these kids, it's like 10-something years ago, it's like, I want y'all to take that word can't out of your head, your vocabulary. Because this is nothing. This is just a little thing where you just take that out. Just start saying, like, I can do this. And at the end of our session where we were helping them out, we came up with this beautiful performance. And when they used that at their function, kids came out, was like, wow. Like,
wow.
I did that, you know?
It's like a coaching moment, right? Like you kind of coach them through like their barriers or their limitations, right?
Yeah. In a way that I was also talking to myself too.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Trying to psych yourself up. Like,
Also talking to myself too, because I say I can't do this, can't do that either, when I can. And that's when I decided I was going to take the risk of pursuing this. There was that talk that was like, man, I can't. I'm not going to come out of this with anything, you know? So be a hypocrite if I told these kids that they shouldn't have can't, and then I'm...
Right. And I'm scared over here. We were just talking about you playing rugby and how you were playing rugby in Tonga, and you said something like you weren't really good at it, but you kept on showing up until you were good at it.
Oh, yeah. The whole rugby career in Tonga when I was in high school, we showed up. And I'm one of the biggest dudes in the team always, but I just sucked. But I kept showing up. I was always on the bench for years and years and years. And then, so it's always on the bench for like years of playing rugby with my friends in high school. And then finally, senior year, I was part of the starting team.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
What team do you play for?
Just Lavanga Mali.
Oh, yeah.
School I went to. Even then, I wasn't like, I could say that I was up to par with the the best of the team, but I learned so
You
much.
love to hit though. That's what,
Yeah, I picked up. I didn't take any lessons that I learned from the years lightly. I took it.
right.
Something I failed at, I worked on it. I think the highest thing I got in the rugby was I tried out for the national team, and I kind of barely made it at the last
Oh, yeah.
tryouts.
You made it.
Nah, I didn't make it, but that's a story for me that I'll take to.
Yeah, that you was there to compete.
Yeah, but the one thing I can say from that is like everyone's standard is like here's if you make it to the national team, that's success.
Right.
For me, it was like I was better than I was yesterday.
Right, totally. Which that's the attitude that you bring into the industry, right?
Yeah,
Like that's the kind of attitude in life, but in acting you've shown, right? You went to the school, you've done a bunch of short films, you hung out with actors, and then some people saw a gift in you, right? Like you said, the lady that called you the manager.
yeah. If I can try to summarize my whole journey is and get into first time I got like the inclination that I liked acting was something about 20 something years ago, and I had a whole lot of self-esteem things going on with me, low self-esteem, like something with the way I talked or communicated.
Yeah.
Then we did the church skits and the school skits, and I found like, hey, this is an avenue here where I can filter all of my
Express yourself.
and express and have an outlet here. And then I got to see people connect with what I just said. So secretly from like 20 something years old,
Wow.
I just liked this.
Yeah.
And it became therapeutic for me. And then it was just, what do you call it? I mean, career was something far in the stars.
Right. But you saw little bits and pieces there that you're like, wow, it's 100 people here. They understood what I'm saying, and you're like,
Yeah.
you understand the message? Wow.
Yeah, and I didn't really tell anyone that this is something I like.
Right.
Because, you get teased and all that
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh yeah. The Tongan way. Don't ever tell anybody what you really want, right?
Right.
Because then it'll be the front page of the news and everybody laughing.
So then, but every time we do like a church or a school skit, I always like bring my heart into it because I get to have a way to express myself where I can't in my normal life. Actually, over years of practice, I'm like pretty good now, but it visits me every now and then. It went from that to something that's therapeutic for me. So I pursue these short films, these student films.
Right.
Just so I can go and have like something I can have an outlet in.
Right.
And all the years I was doing this, I kept it on the wraps, on the download. Like,
It was just a hobby, right?
it was a hobby. It was a hobby for all these years, and I wasn't great at it either when I first started.
Right.
And over time and all the things I've learned something, I picked something up from each experience I've had, which led me to 2021. I did a Christian sci-fi movie.
Oh, sci-fi. Man, that's crazy. A Christian sci-fi.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
It wasn't Left Behind or nothing. You know what I mean? It's like
Uh,
Armageddon.
So I get on there and I'm there with working there with the other actors, and a lot of them thought I was like already a professional actor that they seen somewhere. So when they found out I wasn't, they was like gave me the nudge to pursue it.
Oh wow.
And I'm like, you know what? Why not? Let me
Just go in. You know what I mean?
put myself out there.
Right.
And I did. I uploaded something, and the person that's managing me now saw one of my student films. It wasn't like great quality,
Right.
but whatever was I was exuding with my performance, she was like, "This guy's got something."
Woo.
So she reached out, thought about it, and one of the things was like, "What's gonna happen? Like, nothing happens. Then I can just live my life."
Right. You gotta take a chance, right?
So I took that risk. Then a couple months later, I booked the little show called Chief of War.
The little show called Chief of War. It's like, the little show that's on Apple TV that Jason Aquaman's on there. You know what I mean? And I mean, you should be happy. I mean, if I was on the cast and I'm like, I see Jake the Muss every day, I'll be like, come on, some bloody eggs, man.
Oh man, bro, I was the worst. I'm the worst when I meet somebody. Because East Palo Alto.
I know.
And then I went to Tonga. I lived in Tonga for many years. Place called Lavinga Mali, which was built upon a swamp.
Oh, what?
You know what I mean? I lived there and running around bare feet, all this stuff. And now I'm on the stage where we all just like sat back in the day and, you know, went to the Village TV and then sat there and watched Bruce Lee, Chuck Norris, and all of that. So now that I'm in this stage where I get to do one of those things, you know.
Wow.
Some kid running around barefoot somewhere,
you're
watching the.
More, that's.
You know what I mean,
that's a movie in itself.
Yeah, but getting to meet Jason was really cool, and then I got Tim Witter walks into a room and I just like mouth drops and like. Hey. Cliff Curtis. I met Cliff Curtis while we were standing in line to get COVID test.
Right.
Yeah, legends there, man.
Well, all it got to say is that you're there rubbing elbows with them. That means you're next in line, you know. If anything, you're there. And we're not saying that in a place to, you know, to put you up on a pedestal. We're just saying is like, you are a leader in our community.
Oh.
That the youth, and not just the youth, but anyone that want to pursue, I like what you said. You don't have to pursue acting.
Yeah.
Just do something that's not the norm.
Yeah.
We're like, man, we got enough rugby players already.
Yeah.
Right? Like, what you gonna do? Do Lomu all over again? Lomu Part 10? You know, like, do something that not everyone's doing. You know, we were talking about Nephew on the other episode. Do something that everyone's not doing.
Yeah.
You know, and that would make, you were saying something earlier, like a Tongan astronaut. You know?
Yeah. I was having a conversation with one of the hey, we're in the stunt department too, and we're killing there too.
Right.
We got a toko called Pingi Moli and Sinilau, Tau Taioli, and Maafu. They're killing it in the stunt. Stunts, you know. So I was having a conversation with them, and they were just, you know, we're all proud of each other where we at. And one of the things that came out of my mouth was, you know, we got the rugby players, and we're in the football, and we're in the rap and all that stuff, and you can be all proud of everybody that's achieved everything there. But now we're also here in the acting game with John Tui, Luciane, Uli, and like myself included in there. And whoever wants to follow in our footsteps, go ahead, come on in, and go get it, you know.
You're like,
but
are you the Baron Thor?
Yeah, but I was telling the guy, the toko, I said, bro, I want to see one time, because of the barriers we broke here. Some kid was like, you know what, I'm gonna be the first Tongan in space, you know.
Right.
And that's my dream. I've achieved this dream, and my dream is like for someone else to
do something greater.
To do something greater than that. So,
what's your favorite line in the movie?
Any movie or just
any movie?
This movie.
Pick a movie that you think of, and what's your favorite line?
Shoot, so many, man.
Yeah.
Adrian, we did it. You know? Adrian.
I'll do a Baron Thor one. You ready?
Go ahead.
He says, are you the Baron Thor? He goes, move the car, otherwise you gonna find out. John Dewey, you like that one?
Oh, man.
Move the car, otherwise you're gonna find out.
Wow. That's the toko right there.
I know. Dude. I think during COVID, I raised my kids on the Baron Thor.
That movie is facts, you know.
It did Red, White, and Brass. You don't get no more Tongan than that movie.
Oh, right.
Huh?
Right.
You were saying like you was going through something like that in your upbringing, right?
Because you think about that movie, we're talking about stepping out,
Right.
you know, taking a chance. That movie is about that, you know. We're all like in the safety of our culture and traditions, and I'm very conservative myself, but uh, Maka had this like this drive to go to the
World Cup, bro.
World Cup, and then he became creative and stepped out of so he took a risk and did all that stuff, and it wasn't supported by you know the I don't know
OGs. That's what we call them,
OGs.
right? The OGs.
And in a way, my whole journey was the same way, as I didn't dare to step into where I'm at now because the fear of you know our traditions and our
Yeah.
culture, which I'm very much still like a proponent of. So
We're having fun, and I'm glad you stopped by because you're giving us a lot of detail, a lot of hope, and a lot of positive energy. Because at the end of the day, you need a whole lot of positive energy to move in the direction, whatever you're focused on, right?
yeah,
And you just gotta. I like one thing that you're doing is you're owning your moment.
yeah,
This is your moment, and you're owning it. And it doesn't matter if it's Aquaman, Jason, or Jake the Muss. Jake Hecke. It don't matter if it's Jake Hecke in the room. you know?
man. I had some gems moments with each of them.
Yeah.
Um, we did a scene with Jason, and each of them had kind of in their own ways said the same thing to me. Did a scene with Jason, and I did another scene with Tim, and they were basically saying something. You got this. You got this. You just gotta like feel it and let it like flow naturally out of you.
Right.
Just overall, and you gotta get to learn how to act. It is pretending, in a sense, but in reality, is like you're bringing like your mana out of you.
The energy,
you know. So I learned a lot from everybody that was on set. Tekohe was like always someone that looked out for me and had time to.
I mean, what a privilege, right, to be on a poly shooting on a poly cast and crew. It's almost like I felt like it was made for you, this whole scene, and then this moment in time, because it's like you can't mess up because it's your uncles. It's almost like the pressure your uncles give you when they're all around,
Yeah.
and you got to live up to the expectations, or everybody's gonna give you a right hook. But at the same time, you want to make them proud, right? At the same time.
Yeah, this whole thing that I'm going on is definitely not the end. I'm still on a journey to figure things out here. Also, like stepping out of like what I was brought up with within our Tongan and church culture and all that. I know I did my thing on Chief of War, and I'm doing my thing with Nemesis. I had to go through a couple of things of mentally, spiritually to be comfortable with the decisions I've made,
Right.
and know that whether it was a right or wrong decision, I'm gonna come out the person I was supposed to be at the end of it. So,
well, you're Tongan, you know what I mean?
yeah,
And that's for a Tongan. It's always like people that don't play on Sunday, sports on Sunday, because it's like a holy day, And there's this thing in Tongans head, is like, if you lose on Sunday, every Tongan will automatically look at you and say, "Mama sapate."
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? It's just built in. So I feel like some of those barriers, because I was flip it back and say, then how come we still call it panga on Sunday? You know what I mean? Like, you can't work for money, but you can ask me for money on Sunday. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna say this. He said it.
This ain't nobody specific we targeting, but look, I'm a person of faith too. I'm
Yeah,
talking,
yeah.
and I get it. There is a fine line when you're out in the industry, when you out on mainstream, because this is the highest platform. this is where you're at. This is where you're trying to dunk. We're at the Super Bowl. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's also an opportunity for you to leave your mark. You know, and I know it's a touchy subject for most because in our Tongan culture, like, look, we still wear turtlenecks when we go swimming at the beach.
Yeah.
And it's 100 degrees. Like, you know, the other islanders, they're looking at us like, man, these people fully got basketball shorts that look like jorts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Jean shorts. You know, it's all in that, you know. I mean, other than, like, Saudi Arabia, Iran, Tonga's after them that when we go to the beach, we cover it up, you know.
I was definitely, I made the decision that I was going to sign on to this knowing I'll be stepping over a couple of Tongan things, which in my real life I'm still very conservative.
You know, I mean, but good thing you're Hawaiian in the movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You
You're Kanaka in the movie.
Yeah, so I got this opportunity, and I'm taking the page off of Cliff and Jason, and whatever role that you're given, you are going to do the very best in your ability to represent that character and that culture and their history. And you were chosen for a reason, And I took that responsibility like really heavy, just to represent the Hawaiians, but not only that, as a Tongan in the industry. And overall, I think Chief of War is our way of like, hey, world, we are not just these big masculine warrior type thing. We are intelligent. We are, smart. We can make these stories. We're talented and all that stuff in all kinds of ways. But
a lot of mental health, right? Like you got to check in.
Yeah, and it's important. It's important to keep checking in with what your reason is for doing things and your purpose. And I think in anything, whether it's just acting or anything, always check in with your why.
The highs and lows really exist.
Yeah.
I think people, they think that you live on a cloud 9 24/7. It's like, most of this is going through hell, right? It's not really cloud 9. It's going through hell. Then we look at it at the end and be like, wow, we did that? It's like, I didn't know.
Yeah. Now, you got to go through it, like, and don't discredit either the highs and the lows. Because to get up there, you got to go through the lows.
What's your favorite Tongan food?
Shoot. Favorite Tongan food? Yeah. I mean, everybody loves the lusipi.
Oh, lusipi.
Lusipi loihosi.
Oh, we back it up with that. Woo. Straight to the point, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like otaika.
Are you a ufi guy or a talo guy?
Shoot, it depends.
Depends what you're eating it with, huh?
It depends on, because sometimes they make the talo with the right amount of like coconut and then the ufi. Yeah. But Ufi is always on point, though.
So George's brother Sia's in Tonga, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just saw him do
he did a pod, no?
a podcast.
Yeah, shout out to Small Town, right?
Small Town Cuts.
Small Town Cuts. See, that's this is like turns into the Hepeloni family. You know what I mean? Everybody, was it Green Street?
Green Street, yeah.
Go Tameme Green Street. Shout out.
Yeah.
But I think this is a new opportunity and a new chance for not just you, but for everyone to have a different expression,
right,
avenue. You know what I mean? Like, we don't just have to tackle, and we don't have to choke slam and Samoan drop only. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But appreciate you being in here. You have any shout outs, Togo?
Anyone like watching this podcast, go get it. Go after it. Take the risks, respectfully though. But yeah.
And it's August 1st, no? August 1st is gonna be the.
Oh man, August 1st will be the Apple TV premiere. Will be released on Apple TV Plus, I believe. But man, we're doing the worldwide red carpet thing in 2 weeks.
See, are you gonna wear any Tongan?
Oh yeah.
Attire? What you doing?
Yeah, I'm just wearing a tupeno tawavala, bro.
Yee.
Yeah, just get a lokeha or something like that.
Dang, come on now.
Yeah.
Man, we in the building. We appreciate you, Toka. Ofalahiatu. Do your thing. And I can't wait to see you in the future.
Ai, o falahi atu, malo.
Yee.